Hello, hello! Welcome back to the Pocket Yogi. Today's session is a gentle full body stretch suitable for all levels. Let's begin with a seated kneeling pose with your hips rested on your heels. You can also choose to keep your toes tucked or leave them untucked for more stability. Keeping your face and your shoulders soft, taking in nice deep breaths. Let's begin with some wrist rotations in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Interlocking your fingers together and rotating them in circular movements. Release and just shrugging your wrists and your fingers, making a fist and explosively opening your palms, exposing your fingers out wide, fist and open up. Now extend your right arm out and start creating circles all the way from your shoulders, going in clockwise and in anti-clockwise direction. Creating circles on the left, inhale, raise your arms up, interlock your fingers, stretching all the way up. Release, bringing them behind your back, interlocking your fingers, taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, folding forward, resting your forehead on the mat. Your arms stretch out behind you, scooping your shoulder blades together. Release your fingers and extend your arms in front of you in an extended child's pose. Relaxing your hips on your heels as you breathe out. Taking a few deep breaths. Now raise your right arm up and thread it under to your left. You can rest your left palm on the outside of your right hip for a deeper twist. Or extend out in front of you. Release and threading your left arm under to your right. Release, extended child's pose with your chin resting on the mat. Raising your hips up to come onto a tabletop position for a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, arching your back, chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, curving from the tailbone up, chin to the chest. Working this pose at your own pace. back to the tabletop position. Inhale, tighten your core and extend your right leg out. When you feel a little stable, if you can, extend your left arm out in front of you. Left palm resting back on the mat. Stretching your ankles, flex and extend your foot. Maybe draw tiny circles in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Inhale, bend your right knee, bringing knee to your chin. Exhale, extending your leg out, back to the tabletop. Inhale, tighten your core, extending your left leg out to the back. Extending your right arm out. Palms back on the mat, stretching your ankles, flex and extend your foot. Inhale, tighten your core, knee to nose. Stretching your leg back out and back to the tabletop. Extending your right leg out to the back with your toes on the mat. Extending your left leg to meet your right into a plank. Tightening your muscles, pushing your body away from the mat, keeping your core engaged. Exhale, lower down slowly with your belly on the mat, toes untucked. Inhale, raising your torso just a little with your forearms resting on the mat with a Sphinx pose. Palms on the mat. Exhale, shifting back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward into a plank. Exhale, lowering down slowly, toes untucked. Inhale, raising your torso up into a cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, back to the downward facing dog. One last, inhale, shifting forward into a plank. Lower down slowly as you breathe out, toes untucked. This time, interlock your fingers behind your back. Inhale, tightening your thighs and your core, raising your torso and your thighs away from the mat into a locust pose. Engaging your thighs and your hips to keep your feet off the mat. Exhale, palms on the mat, release, back to the downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward into a half fold, maintaining a flat back, palms resting on your shins. Exhale, folding forward, keeping your knees generously bent. Inhale, rising up with your arms raised. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, stepping back into a plank. Exhale as you lower down slowly onto the mat. Inhale, raising your torso up to your pelvis into an upward facing dog. Exhale, back to the downward facing dog. Release, knees on the mat, hips on your heels, resting back into a child's pose. keeping your arms extended out in front of you, soaking in all the practice that you've done today. Taking nice long breath all the way to your belly. Breathing out, relaxing your shoulders, your hips, and your forehead on the mat. Showing some gratitude for coming to your practice and giving yourself this time. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. As always, if you like practicing with me, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next session.